You are sitting in a quiet room, minding your own business, when suddenly, the air pressure drops. A high-pitched frequency starts ringing in your left ear. A shiver that has nothing to do with the temperature runs down your spine. Your first instinct is to panic. You check your health. You check the thermostat. You wonder if you are getting sick, or worse, if you are losing your mind. But deep down, in a place you can't quite access with logic, you know this isn't medical. It is energetic. We are taught to ignore these signals. We are taught that if it can't be measured by a doctor, it isn't real. But what if the exhaustion, the ringing ears, and the sudden isolation aren't symptoms of a breakdown, but symptoms of a breakthrough? What if you are currently in the middle of a biological and spiritual software update that is rewriting your reality from the inside out? This is not about being woo-woo. This is about the physics of consciousness. Across every ancient tradition, from the mystics of the East to the shamans of the West, there is a documented roadmap of what happens when a human being starts to wake up. It is a process of recalibration, and it is violent, it is confusing, and it is exactly what you are feeling right now. We need to decode the 12 specific signals that your system is coming online. The first sign is the most physical, and usually the most frustrating. The crash. I'm talking about a fatigue so deep it feels like gravity has been turned up. You sleep for 9 hours, you drink the coffee, and you still feel like you're moving through wet cement. Why? Because your body is doing an incredible amount of work that you cannot see. In spiritual terms, you are integrating a new, higher frequency. Think of your body like an old computer trying to run a brand new, high-powered operating system. The fan is whirring, the battery is draining, the CPU is maxed out. You aren't lazy, you are rendering a new version of yourself. This energetic detox requires massive amounts of metabolic energy, and while you are exhausted, you are also vibrating. This is sign number 2, the haptic feedback. You might feel a literal buzzing in the soles of your feet or the palms of your hands. You might feel a pressure right between your eyebrows, the classic third eye headache that no aspirin can touch. Or maybe a tingling sensation on the crown of your head, like static electricity. This is what the yogis call prana, or kundalini. It is life force energy hitting blockages in your nervous system and burning them away. It is the feeling of the wires reconnecting. Then comes the night shift. Sign number 3, the 3 o'clock a.m. club. You fall asleep fine, but then, like clockwork, your eyes snap open. You look at the clock, 3:33 a.m. Every single night. This isn't insomnia. This is an appointment. In almost every esoteric tradition, the hours between 3 o'clock a.m. and 4 o'clock a.m. are known as the thinning of the veil. The energetic static of the world is quiet. This is Brahma Muhurta. Your spirit is waking you up, because the connection signal is strongest. Instead of fighting it, lie there. Listen. The download is happening, but as your nights get active, your days get volatile. Sign number 4 is the emotional purge. You are watching a car commercial, and you start weeping. You are in line at the grocery store, and a wave of anxiety hits you so hard you have to leave. You feel like a radio picking up everyone else's static. This is clairsentience, clear feeling. As your armor cracks open, you stop just empathizing with people and start feeling them. At the same time, your own suppressed trauma, the stuff you shoved down 10 years ago, is bubbling up to the surface. It isn't coming up to hurt you, it is coming up to leave. This leads inevitably to sign number 5, the great disconnect. You look at your friends, your job, your hobbies, and you feel nothing. The things that used to bring you joy now feel like cardboard. You feel like an actor on a set who just realized the script is terrible. This triggers a profound sense of loneliness. You feel like an alien in your own life. This is the void. It is the cocoon phase. You have dissolved the caterpillar, but you aren't the butterfly yet. You are just goo. And it is lonely being goo. But this isolation is a protection mechanism. You are being pulled away from the noise so you can hear your own signal. And because your signal is changing, your fuel needs change. Sign number 6, the biological rejection. You go to eat your favorite burger and it tastes like ash. You drink a beer and your body screams no. Suddenly you are craving raw vegetables, water, light foods. You can't tolerate the dense, heavy vibration of processed food or alcohol anymore. This isn't a diet choice. It is a physiological intolerance to anything that lowers your frequency. As your body clears out, your radar turns on. Sign number 7. Weaponized intuition. That polite little gut feeling you used to ignore? It just grabbed a megaphone. You know who is calling before the phone rings. You walk into a room and you know instantly who is lying. You have downloads, blocks of information that drop into your head, fully formed. You stop asking, "What do I think?" and start asking, "What do I know?" And the universe starts confirming what you know. Sign number 8. The glitch in the matrix. Synchronicities. You see 11:11 on the clock. Then 11,011s on the receipt. Then you drive behind a car with 111 on the plate. You think of an old friend, and they text you 3 seconds later. Jung called this synchronicity. It is the universe winking at you. It is a feedback loop telling you that you are locked into the flow state. But this flow state comes with a cost. Sign number 9. The collapse of belief. You start questioning the script. Why do we work 40 hours? Why do we chase paper money? Who am I, really? The societal matrix begins to look ridiculous to you. The ego, the mask you built to survive high school and your career, starts to crack. You realize that everything you were taught to value is actually a distraction. This creates sign number 10, the craving for purpose. The corporate ladder looks like a slide into nowhere. You have a burning, almost painful desire to do something that matters. You want to create, you want to heal, you want to serve. The question shifts from, "What can I get?" to "Why am I here?" And this changes who can stand to be around you. Sign number 11. The relationship exodus. This is the hardest one. People fall away. Friends you've had for decades suddenly feel draining. You don't have anything to talk about anymore because you are vibrating at a different pitch. It's the physics of resonance. If you tune a guitar string to a high C, it cannot vibrate with a low E. You aren't judging them. You just don't match anymore. Let them go. You are making space for your soul family. And finally, if you survive the purge, the fatigue, and the loneliness, you get a glimpse of the destination. Sign number 12. The oneness. It hits you when you are looking at a tree or staring into a stranger's eyes. The separation dissolves. You realize in a flash of insight that you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean in a drop. You feel a wave of unconditional love that has no object. It just is. If you are nodding your head right now, if you are feeling these symptoms, take a breath. You are not dying. You are not crazy. You are waking up. The fatigue will pass. The friends will be replaced. The confusion will turn into clarity. You are in the middle of the birth canal of a new version of yourself. Keep going. I want to know which of these is hitting you the hardest right now. Is it the 3 a.m. wake-up call? Is it the buzzing? Tell me in the comments, because the most powerful thing you can realize is that you are not doing this alone.